So, at the top left position as White Terran, we do have Money King, aka Shinee.
And then in the bottom we do have Dai Shinkai, aka Dandy Terran, the Yellow Protoss.
Seems good to me. Hey, Foxand's in the house. How you doing, Foxand? Dude, Foxand, you missed some insanely awesome games, dude. You missed the 21 kill Firebat.
Well, I mean, he's gonna see them soon enough, right? Because you'll have him do all your handiwork. That's why he's not worried about missing the stream, because he knows he gets to watch in slow motion to do your editing.
Nice. Good call, Kicks. Good call.
See, this is why you get him to do all your graphics, not because you need him to do it, it's because you want him to see all the games. You're like, man, you're gonna miss the stream, it's fine, you can watch the games after, it's all good.
Yes, indeed. It is pretty nice.
Too Fongatastic on my stream. I just like to point out I'm not from London. I am from Essex, but I live in Hertfordshire. It's just I live around the London area, so...
He's an Essex boy, guys.
I am. And once again, people in America are probably like, what's the thing about that? I know about Essex, that's in like New England or something, probably.
Oh god. Dude, everything's in New England. It's in New England, they just copy all the names, man.
I really get confused when I see a news story about Birmingham and they're like, in Birmingham, and it's like, wait, what? Where's that? Yeah, but we do see the very standard, well actually, we see 1111 coming up from Money King, so he's going to be going FD.
Seems good. Looks like Dandy not too happy about the latency situation though, unfortunately. I don't think there's anything we can do about it, because it's just because Shinee is playing from Korea.
Yeah, and also he's playing from Peru. Let's not forget that. Like, I mean, Peruvian people, I've met a lot of really nice Peruvian people, but they had this horrible stereotype on IC Cup of they were all laggers. So, I mean, that was already done. Maybe it feels different when they're playing, but looking at it, I can't see any problem. I don't know, maybe if they feel different.
There was definitely when it was high latency just now because Shinee changed it back to high. It was definitely lagging a little bit. It doesn't. Okay. It's smooth on extra high, but basically we're playing that means on turn rate 8 extra high, which means the unit response time is going to be quite low, or slow, not low. So it will be more difficult to micro units, which means like if, for example, if Danny wants to go Reavers, it's going to be really hard to get the timing right.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I didn't see Money King switch it back to high, so that would be right.
Looks like it is an FD as you predicted, Mr. Kicks.
Yeah, there's a very obvious telltale sign. Usually 12-12 will be Siege Expand. 11-11, 10-10, or 9-9, which is like the ultra fast, strong FD, is usually just 11-11 is usually just normal FD. FD, of course, very strong on this map as well. As we did show before, there's a lot of open ground. There's no high ground necessarily outside the Protoss natural to abuse, but it's still going to be kind of difficult. The interesting thing is Dandy has his Dragoon in such a weird place. He's now moving it, but I don't know if he was trying to catch something with it, but he was just sort of sat out like in the bottom left of his base. Shinee hiding his SUV over on the 9 o'clock position pretty good as well. Going to be able to go in for that second scout a little bit later on.
Dandy hit his third pylon at a random place. He's not actually proxying anything here. It's just so when the SCV goes into his base and sees only 2 pylons, Shinee's going to know there was some kind, or he's going to know 1 pylon is missing and be afraid of a proxy. Whereas Dandy's not actually doing anything, so just making Shinee a little bit paranoid.
Yeah, Shinee actually moved his SCV a little bit further back as well. So he really does want to keep this SCV alive as long as possible to get that scout off. I mean, he could obviously still proxy something here, but you wouldn't normally proxy anything as Terran against Protoss. The only thing you could possibly proxy is maybe a starport, but in this position it's not really worth it. We see Shinee actually getting ready to take his CC as well, so as soon as this FD push is pushing out, he'll easily take his command center. There we go. Perfectly standard, and Dandy actually catches the SCV, so good pick off by him.
That was barely enough shots off. I actually thought the SCV was going to get in, which would be horrible. But you know, the Dragoons barely finished it off. And interestingly, surely Shinee should realize from from the goons here, from the timing of the Nexus, which he did see, that it's nothing crazy, but he's actually placed his mines in a defensive position instead of attacking cross map. I guess this is such a long map that even though the goons aren't actively, you know, blocking the FD, it's actually just enough to make him not want to really move out and risk anything. Because by the time he got to the Protoss base, there would easily be 5 or 6 goons, I think. So not really something he could fight.
Yeah, not only that, but this is going to sound crazy, but seeing a Nexus doesn't necessarily mean you're going to survive DTs. Like, there's some really weird all-in cheeses you can do with DTs where you build and cancel a Nexus just to throw off the SCV, and you go like major DTs and just like go kill the Terran. I mean, the one thing I'm quite proud of Dandy for doing is he is playing a really straight-up game here, although he is going to base Arbiter.
That's a very fast Citadel, but I don't see the archives for some... Oh, wait! Oh, no, sorry,
Yeah,
there it is. Okay, you're right,
base, yeah.
Sorry, Gix, I completely missed it at the top right. That is going to be some super fast Arbiters, as you say. But that does mean he's going to have very, very low count of gateway units and very slow observers in particular. So he's going to be kind of restricted to his base. And Arbiters, even if you rush them like this, they take a million years to build. So how is he actually going to not die to the first attack? That's my question.
Yeah, Dandy's going for a 3-tank, 8 Marine, I believe it is, attack here. And I mean, he only has 5 Dragoons right now in defense. And he's going to have a lot of trouble holding this. I think maybe he's been a bit too greedy on the tech. Only now adding his second gateway.
Oh man, this is really bad for Dandy. Oh god. Oh god, no, the Arbiter Tech's not going to be ready anywhere near in time. He's just going to die. I mean, he needs to make DTs right now.
Yeah, but there's three vultures up here. I think he's gonna. Well, he's definitely gonna lose this Nexus.
Yeah, this is quite unfortunate for Dandy, but I mean, this is a super risky build that he's doing.
Yeah, going that fast into tech off of just one gateway and an expansion is so dangerous, especially if the Terran is aggressive like Shinee has been here. And Shinee, like, not really overreacting to what he's doing. He's doing what he needs to. He's macroing up back at home. He's not, like, guaranteed that... I mean, he obviously feels like he's going to win the game now. The one thing I've noticed I do a lot on ladder, and I've seen a lot of other players do when they're not as good as someone like Shinee or Dandy, is when they think they're going to win, they just stop macroing at home.
Ooh. Trying to do some good mind drags here. Unfortunately for him, there's a turret already in the back. And GG from Dandy. I think the only way this build doesn't die is if it's like Fighting Spirit and the Terran goes for the fast third off like 2 facts or even 1 fact and just never attacks you. But you can't go for the fast third on Odd Eye. The third base is kind of awkward to take, so... Well, there he goes. Yep. Dandy, let's go. I don't think you can blame that game on lag at all. Oh no, he doesn't want to. He messaged me back. He messaged me, he said he can't play because it's turn rate 8 plus extra high latency and lag.
That's... I don't know, that's kind of sad, really. Like, he can't blame lag on that game whatsoever.
To be fair, Eonzerg actually did the same thing when he had to play, I think, Shinee or Scan in OSC. Eonzerg actually won the first game and then just resigned from the other two and just gave him the walkover because he didn't want to play with lag.